What's up, NBA fans? I don't think y'all ready. I don't think y'all are ready. I don't think y'all are ready for this. To acknowledge the fact that LeBron James may not be the best player in the world anymore, because that man, Kevin Durant, looks like he is coming for that crown. Kevin Durant has simply put been the most dominant player in the league so far this season. He hasn't lost a step, and he's actually playing the best basketball of his career, and we're going to be talking about that today. Ladies and gentlemen, that bell was just a reminder as we prepare for takeoff towards the upcoming video to strap in your subscribe button and activate your like button for a smooth takeoff. Enjoy your flight with us afterwards. Coming into this NBA season, everybody had the same questions for Kevin Durant. Will he still be the same player on the court? How will this Achilles tear affect his play? Will he still be a superstar? And will this injury hinder his career like it has plenty of athletes before him? The Achilles tear has been a terrible injury in basketball, and we were all wondering, even people like Max Kellerman was saying, if he can be 80% of the player he was, that's still a great player. But you don't want to just be 80% of Kevin Durant, and he's not, man. He honestly is probably 100% of what he was, if not better. He's averaging the most points per game since his MVP season in the 2013-2014 season. And yes, you can be like, oh, well, those 3 years in Golden State had to share the ball with Klay Thompson and Stephen Curry, so he obviously couldn't average that much points, and that's why he's averaging a lot of points now compared to then. But I'm saying he hasn't played basketball for nearly 2 years, and he's coming out and averaging 29.9 points per game. Call it 30 points per game. And it's not like it's inefficient. He's shooting 53% from the field and about 45% from deep. I don't know if he can keep that up, but knowing Kevin Durant, he's done it before. I could see him doing it again. And not to mention, he's shooting 6 threes per game, which kind of lines up with his career high. And he's averaging 6 assists and 8 rebounds per game. Now, that's a career high in assists at the moment, and right up there with his career high in rebounds. And he really just has not lost a step whatsoever. He's just still the same Kevin Durant we saw before in love. He can still bust a mid-range shot with no effort in any defender's face, no matter how good the defense, no matter how off balance it is. His handles seem to have gotten a little bit better as he's been getting to the basket at will this season, and his field goal percentage definitely shows it. His pull-up jumpers are as deadly as ever, and he's reminding everyone that he's one of the best three-point shooters to ever live. No, fuck that. He's one of the best scorers of all time. And Durant has always been a very good defender. He's always been an elite rebounder for his position, and his playmaking abilities look as solid as ever. And really, he's just been taking over every single game, no matter what. And I don't even want to hear anybody say the Nets are 6-6. I know they're 6-6, but the records honestly aren't that important right now. I mean, there was no training camp this time. There was no preparation for the season, really. He hasn't played in like 2 years. There's been the Kyrie drama, not to mention that I think he had to be out for a game or so due to restrictions about contact tracing and all that. So don't come at me with a 6-6 record. He's been amazing. And did y'all see him on that Nuggets game the other day? Might have been last night, actually. He had 34 points, 9 rebounds, and 13 assists, and he shot 66% from the field. That man is just amazing. What he did, he just hit a couple shots to start the game, and they started sending doubles at him, man. So that's all he did. As soon as he sent a double, he would find the open man, and he really looking like LeBron James out there, just being patient, kind of using the jab steps, the triple threat stance. And when they come to double him, he just has eyes in the back of his head. He realizes and can visualize the court in his head, I guess, just know where the open person is, and gets it straight to him right on the dime, and got 13 assists for it. But don't get twisted, they can't stop him. Wherever he wants to get on the court, he gets to. Most players, they work around their defender and try to get their own shot however they can. They don't care what shot it is, as long as they can get an open one. Kevin Durant, it's the other way around with defenders. He takes defenders to the spot he's going to. You see, they don't make him work for his own shot. He makes them chase him, and that's the difference between great players and really good players. Because really good players, they make space for their own shot. Kevin Durant already knows he's going to get the space. The defender has to do their best to keep up with him. And that's just what a dominant player is, man. Another game when he was playing against the Thunder, it was the game before the Nuggets. He started out the game with 3 mid-rangers from the right side of the court. So, right corner mid-range. I think one of them was a face-up, one was a turnaround, one was a pull-up. And after that, the Thunder defenders, every time he went to the mid-range area, they were wanting to defend him hard. So I think he got about 3 assists just because they started to double him, and he made an easy pass, 3 assists. And once they didn't really want to double him again, he had pull-up 3 automatic, and that's easy 9 points to start the game. And that's just how he is, man. He knows how to pick apart the defense. And if you aren't going to absolutely smother him, he can get a shot or anybody, man. He is 7 foot tall. That's why he's one of the best scorers ever. And I mean, Kevin Durant's a freak of nature. We already knew this. I mean, 7-footers should not be able to do what he does. Being as athletic and controlled and fast as he is, and be able to pull up for jump shots. I mean, there's a lot of 7-footers that can barely just run up and down the court and just get rebounds and post up. I mean, this guy really is insane, and I've just been watching him all season. Nothing any defenders do helps. I mean, if you try to guard him one-on-one, he's gonna score whatever way he wants to, like all season. If he wants a 3, if he wants mid-range or wants to get in, he's gonna do it. And if you try to double him, he's gonna get an assist. That's why he's averaging damn near 6 assists per game. So I think just give it time. It's gonna take some time for the Nets to get all their chemistry together. Obviously, we're gonna have to wait for Kyrie to come back and be committed to the team. I don't know what's going on with him, but I think by the end of the season, Kevin Durant's gonna keep this up. And my prediction, Kevin Durant will win the MVP this year. I think he will up it to about 31, 32 points per game and lead this Nets team to a top 4 seed. And people were just gonna start looking at him different by then, man. It's like, damn, you went all this time without playing basketball, and you had that crazy injury, and now you're still playing that good. And I definitely think he's gonna do that. So just give it time. This is a weird NBA season anyways, but just from the eye test, I think he's been the best player this season. He's been dominant every single game, man. I'm telling you, if you haven't watched Nets, you gotta watch them. And no, this wasn't supposed to be no like deep analysis video. I still think LeBron is absolutely amazing player, and I still have him as the best player in the world. But so far this season, Kevin Durant has been the best. And if Kevin Durant keeps up this play throughout the rest of the regular season and into the playoffs, come around next season, I may have Kevin Durant as the best player in the world. LeBron still has the crown right now, but I don't know how much longer he'll have it, man. I feel like he's starting to coast more. I mean, every season he coasts a little bit more in the regular season. Nothing wrong with that. But, now he has a young Anthony Davis who can carry the load. So that's why he's only averaging like 24 points a game. He can do that. I mean, shit, he's still averaging really good stats. And they're still going to be a title contender. So, once the playoffs come around, shit, maybe Kevin Durant gets eliminated in the second round, and then LeBron wins the championship. I'm like, oh, well, Kevin Durant is not the best player. But if Kevin Durant keeps up this play, he will be the best player in the NBA. I'm calling that. Anyways, like the video, subscribe. Peace out.